As I get older and hopefully a bit more mature, I'm beginning to realize that there are in fact a number of very valid reasons for buying a low displacement ATV. Cheaper? Obviously, but also easier to handle and easier to drive slow, and that's the big one for me. I have little girls. My oldest loves to follow me on her ATV as I lead, and my youngest loves to ride with me. The fact of the matter is that a 400 class ATV is easier to handle for me than an 850, but still gets me where I need to go. If you've accepted this reality as well, the question naturally becomes, which one do I want? There are a lot of choices in this category, but the biggest decision we see new buyers struggling with is price versus performance. With that in mind, I've assembled two ATVs at the opposite ends of this spectrum. First, we have Polaris Sportsman 450 HO, arguably the best performing, smoothest riding, and most comfortable 400 class ATV on the market. On the other end of the scale is CFMOTO's CFORCE 400. It boasts one of the lowest retail prices of any full-size, fully spec'd ATVs on the market. So, which is the better choice? If it's yours or my hard-earned pesos being shelled out for a new ATV, which one is the one we should buy? Do we go with proven performance or incredible price? First and foremost, we need to look at the price of these two vehicles. The Polaris, with a proven track record and undeniable performance in every category, retails for $59.99 US. CFMOTO's CFORCE 400, on the other hand, retails for $44.99 US. That's a $1,500 difference. Or, to put it in perspective, the CFORCE is 3/4 the price of the Polaris. Both feature fully independent front and rear suspensions, with the Polaris boasting 8.2 inches of travel out front and 9.5 in the rear, and the CFMOTO coming in not far off with 9 inches of travel up front and 8.2 inches in the rear. Both feature shiftable 4x4 as well. The CFORCE uses a very Yamaha-ish double button setup and includes electronic diff lock. The Sportsman uses Polaris's proven on-demand system. Both bikes feature more than adequate lighting, well-appointed switchgear, full floorboards, single lever brakes, EFI, and adequate but less than flashy gauge packages that provide all the info you really need. Transmissions on both are automatic CVT units with low range included. When the rubber hits the trail, the truth really starts to shine through though. CFMOTO's CFORCE 400 has got a good motor and impressive top end, and it starts and runs excellent. However, despite its excellent quality CV Tech clutches, power delivery feels really sluggish and it takes forever to get up to top speed. Suspension on the CFORCE 400 is stiff. Even with the adjustable preload collar set to full soft, it's still really stiff. There may be 9 inches of travel on tap, but you really only feel like you're using 4 of it. In the handling department, the CFORCE steers very heavy. Feedback from the ground is transferred to the handlebars more than we'd like. On the other hand, the 4x4 system works perfect, transferring equal power to all 4 wheels when diff lock is engaged. The transmission shifter works excellent and is very smooth. Brakes require a heavy pull, but are very strong and do feature steel-braided lines. One odd thing to note, while the CFORCE does have single lever brakes, the lever is on the right side, not the left like every other single lever equipped ATV on the market. We haven't had any mechanical or reliability issues with our CFORCE 400. The truth is, it's a solid running bike and is more than capable of getting you anywhere you might need to go. One ride on any Polaris and it becomes pretty clear why they're #1 in the industry. Even their littlest 4x4, the 450, feels extremely refined. Power from its EFI engine is impressive, and that power is delivered to the ground through a perfectly tuned set of CVT clutches. Top speed is good, but this bike really shines down low when you need that extra grunt. Ride quality is superb. Everything from small rocks and roots to large washouts are handled with ease. And speaking of handling, this Sportsman is definitely all Polaris. Handling is light and feedback from the ground is nearly non-existent. Polaris's on-demand 4x4 system works fantastic, exactly as it does on all other Polaris models. The transmission shifter is one area we think Polaris could improve on. It feels mushy and it's just not as positive as the CFMOTO. It does work good, it just doesn't give you the same accurate feel. The Sportsman's single lever brakes are strong yet don't require excessively heavy pull at the lever. The lever is also on the left side, which is the right side. Our Sportsman 450 has been a tank since day one. It does what we need it and expect it to do without any reliability or mechanical issues at all. After spending some quality time on both of these low-cost, low-displacement ATVs pondering the price versus performance dilemma, we here at Dirt Tracks have finally come to a conclusion. If you're buying strictly based on price, you're going to buy the CFMOTO. It's an absolutely solid ATV that does what a low-cc ATV needs to do. If you have a local dealer, you really can't go wrong here. At $1,500 less than the Polaris, it's an outstanding deal. But if you're buying based on any other criteria, it's really hard not to recommend the Polaris. Yes, it is 25% more expensive than the CFMOTO, but it's got a better motor, better ride, better handling, better established dealer network, and a more proven track record.
Like the video you just saw? Do you want to see more? Click the subscribe link and add the Dirt Tracks channel, and you're going to see a whole lot more great content.